What is going on, guys? It's your boy Zero. Thunder Bay yet again taking on the Colorado Avalanche in the Ball Center. They have been killing it in their last 10 games. We, however, have not been doing quite as good as them, but good news, we still sit 6 points outside of the playoff spot with 2 games in hand on the Los Angeles Kings. So if we win this one, it will heavily boost our momentum going in to potential playoff run. But right now, we need to, in fact, get that win against Colorado. So, here in the Paul Arena against the Colorado Avalanche, hoping to pick up yet another win on this season. Matt Sogaard certainly going to have to make many more of those types of stops right there as we are going to get this puck up into the offensive zone, trying to figure out how to solve the puzzle that is this Colorado defense. Guys like Helmiko, that tipping in front for Polschman certainly will help if we get big bodies to the front of the net like that, but right now, great defenders like, oh no, my goodness, that puck is going to flip up and out of play, so we're fine. But yeah, great defenders like Helmiko, Sam Girard, Devin Taves, and I do believe that Bowen Byram is on this team, despite him, in fact, being on the Buffalo Sabres currently. Nevertheless, I suppose, there he is right there. Landeskog also is on this team, having not sustained that injury. That puck certainly could have potentially injured Collie right there, but we are certainly thankful that it didn't. Collie is getting beat up right now. I am kind of like letting that man get killed, and we certainly are going to need one of our top 6 defensemen if we want to have any chance at winning this game. Byram's going to take that one, look at maybe someone in front. That's Valerian Nichushkin, who certainly has a lot of goal-scoring ability in him. What do I want to do right now? Just tell my guys to get off the ice, get in the line change, and get this puck back up right where we want it. That almost was like a nice little passing play right there. That's a big, big hit coming up right there. Okay, just passing it right to Colorado's defenders. Not at all what I want to do. That puck is bouncing around every single direction. We're lucky to recover yet again. Try to just deke around some guys. Pass that one again to Thomas. He's not going to get there. Murray on the puck. Where are we going, Thomas? I can't even fire a shot off, as we are lucky to even be in this game at the moment, because we are not getting it's a good shot from Pat Moon. We are not getting the offensive zone time or pressure that we usually get. That's Sam Bolduc with a great freaking black pass in front. Does fall right back to him now, and that shall be that for the time being, as we have that play blown dead. Mad Sogaard, what would we do without you? But I don't know. I sometimes dread to think about where our team would be if we didn't have you. Honestly, yeah. With saves like that, just a quick little stick out of the glove, and you have that one. Okay, different face-off dot, this time go to the right side. Won't matter, we still lose it. Cooley, however, is going to poke that puck out of the zone. There it goes to Sam Girard, but I'd much rather have them out of our offensive zone. Carrick, that goes into Maroon. Cooley's going to get that one. We're going to get this one up to Lauko. Lauko, back down to Wah. Over to Lauko again, can't quite get there, and that is interference, because I'm trying to shoot a one-timer with Lauko, and yeah, you just hit someone, because that is usually how it works. I really wish that because you push forward on the right stick to shoot, and it's also the same thing for throwing a hit, right? But if it is in fact a thing of you can only throw hits while, like, I suppose your opponent has the puck, has possession of the puck, that would be nice in my mind, right? I feel that is not nice. Cockman, grab a hold of that one and get this one up and out of play. The only reason that I suggest that is because it just kind of prevents interference penalties like that from happening, you know? Those are the dumb penalties in this game, I feel. Granted, all penalties, that was... Why does Sogaard even go the wrong direction there, though? Like, he goes to his left and not his right to even attempt to stop Gabriel Landeskog. To be honest, they probably should have been back-checking a lot better, but he slides to the left, you see right there. He does go for a poke check right there. Can't quite get it, but slides to the left. Sure. whatever, that's fine. We're down 1-0. Colorado, always a tough test against whoever they're playing, especially a team with most of the guys that are probably fourth liners or like not even making the team on a lot of the other NHL rosters, to be completely honest. The only guys that really are making teams from are making like other NHL teams from our roster, I do in fact believe is in fact Sven Ragnarsson and Louis Pisani, and maybe Helge Brands. I mean, Sogaard could be like a backup on like maybe a pretty bad NHL team, right? I feel, but that is kind of something to think about in my mind of like, oh, would like any of these players be playing like on any of the other NHL teams, or is it strictly just ours that they're playing on for the time being? Thomas, anyway, please, Thomas, hold on to that puck, we will grab it up, and just get off and onto the bench, get Louis Pisani out here. Not quite the man of the hour, I suppose, but we can shoot that one. Schwint it goes for a bit of a dive right there, all things considered, but that puck is not going to be cashed into the back of the net for a tie game. Speaking of which, this game almost got extended what am I saying? The lead almost got extended in this game. Pisani just got leveled right there, and we are looking to not let that happen to our star players any longer. But I certainly can't help it, I suppose. Regula barely ties to grab up that one. Get a different forward group out onto the ice. Flip that one up to Kali. Do we have anyone really with us right now? Not really. Kali's just going to kind of go for a bit of a skate, holding up this puck right now, which is certainly a nice slap shot. Not even going to really come close to being the goaltender right there. I have no clue who the goaltender is right now for Colorado, and I probably should, because I don't want to say a decent number of shots on net, but it certainly does seem like I put a good number of them. Wow, with perhaps the last chance we're going to get of this period. Never mind, Cooley's going to potentially get this chance. No one's going to get this chance, as I'm going to be a bit of an idiot. Nichushkin, get that one up. Grands is going to fire a slap shot. Easy blocker stop, and we are down by 1 headed into the second period. I have just been informed that it's Alexander Georgiev in net for the Colorado Avalanche. AKA, I looked at the stats tab for the game, and it's, oh, cool, Georgiev, he's made 6 saves. That's a nice thing. You don't often see that in this game too often. It's nice to know that it's there, but don't really see it. It's certainly not that common. But we will definitely take an offensive zone draw. Well, I say hopefully. Yep, that went about as well as I had expected. Kali, let's get this one back. Grands, nobody's really quite where I want them to be. Vesalainen, take this slap shot, skates in. Georgiev is playing, so deep inside his crease. He's going to wave his glove at that one, and we are still in the offensive zone trying to get something going. Getting half-decent chances, I want to say. They're not the best, but they're at least something in my mind. That's a face-off when Graham's slap shot, that is just blocked in front by potentially Cole Schwint, I think. So when you're involved in a net battle, I would really kind of hope that you'd be in front of the net. We are just, oh goodness, so we had no defenders over on that side. They just kind of had free reign to walk for a decent bit. Vesalainen almost gets bumped off the puck there. I probably should have shot that. Probably should have shot that one too. We have like nobody really in front to screen the goaltender, and we really should need that. And we are not getting any good chances as Regula's shot goes well wide. Murray is going to recover that pass from Nathan McKinnon. I never really thought I'd see that day. I suppose Murray's going to get absolutely clobbered though. Ragnarsson out in front. Georgiev. Simple stop though, as he's in perfect position to make the glove save. And for the time being right now, it has in fact been, I do believe, all Thunder Bay coming out in the second, which certainly is what we need to succeed. We are 1 for 8 on faceoffs, 1 for 9 on faceoffs though. 10%. Yeah, certainly a clip that you aspire to be at, I suppose. Yeah, get this one up, Brett Murray. Oh, you are dead tired, my man. You are dead tired, and I think that I might know why you are in fact dead tired, because you just got clobbered like 5 minutes ago. Regula, don't give up that puck, Alec. Ragnarsson, that's not where the puck is. I understand that you want to go inside to try and find it, but, I mean, rebound is not there for the taking, as that is offside for the time being. Never mind, Murray, get off of the ice. Get off of the ice, Brett. Just get off of the ice. I like you, but right now, I don't like you that much. Wah. How much space do we have? How much space do we have? Not enough, clearly, as he's going to get hit on the wall right there. Kankinen. Back over to Cooley. Cooley. Over to Phillips. Phillips somehow does still manage to shoot the shot off, but with near enough no power on it, Georgiev's going to make a easy stop. And I am right back to commentating over these games. It's been a period and a half so far, but I've just kind of now realized that that's all I've been doing this entire time, is I don't have anything that interesting to talk about. March Madness is going on. There you go. That's kind of interesting. No, that's definitely interesting, to be completely honest, but it's kind of interesting, all things considered, but you know, it's there it is. Georgiev just grabbing that puck. March Madness is always fun. I'm really just floundering at the moment, trying to think of something. March Madness is always fun when it comes around. Obviously, it's only day 2 of the event as of myself recording this, but despite all of that, a couple of upsets have in fact occurred. McNeese has taken out Clemson. I certainly did not see that coming, as I had, I believe, Clemson going decently far in one of my brackets. There's Christian Vesalainen. So I'm going to commentate more over that later, I suppose, as he gets his 18th of the season. And we're right back in this game. As Phillips feeds Vesalainen, barely gets by. That's Nathan McKinnon, actually, that could not quite get there. He beats Kilmaker to, not even to the puck, but just to the corner, I suppose, as we are tied at 1. Yeah, McNeese took out Clemson. I believe that's McNeese's first ever win in the big dance, but that is like very impressive for them, I want to say, as can we please, Pisani, come on, I understand it's Kilmaker, but you gotta be better. That's a hell of a statement. I understand that it's Kilmaker, but like, do better, you know, as yeah, Sogaard's doing better. But I honestly kind of expected Clemson to kind of just handle business there decently easily. Colorado State beat, I immediately forget who they beat, but they beat them. They beat Memphis. That's who they took out. So 2 12 seeds moving on. I believe 2 seed Alabama. I don't want to say they almost lost to whoever they lost to, but like it was a lot closer than it had any right being. I want to say. They almost lost to Robert Morris. That's who they almost fell to. It's always fun to just kind of see these things and be like, oh yeah, like that makes sense or whatever. UNC got beaten by Ole Miss, but I actually had actually had USC beating Ole Miss because, you know, it's USC and they're a damn. Oh no. Clark with the back check of dreams. Please make it matter, though. Please make it matter. Thankfully it does. Get this puck out. Just play that behind the boards. Play that behind the net, actually, not behind the boards. That'd be very difficult to do, I suppose. It certainly is feasible, but very difficult to do. Cooley, slap shot, where's the puck? It's just can be batted right back to him. Almost tripped up Girard. And that'll be fine. Oh no, Connor. What a stop! Clark. Puck, get it up. Alco. Slap shot. Pad puck is up and out of play. But right now we are tied at 1 in the set, headed into the third. 1-1 headed into the third and final period Will we crumble under the pressure, or can we rise above like we have in these past couple of episodes? Back to talking about March Madness, which is in fact kind of the catalyst for when we scored last time. Okay, Vesline, you were almost on a break. Perhaps if I did a saucer pass, can you please just get forward because I want to do a saucer pass to be like, oh, perhaps if I did a saucer pass. Never mind, that was a bad idea. Okay, let's just get back to talking about March Madness. Get back to talking about March Madness. That's what we need to do right now. That is what we need to do right now. Please, Kogiev. Okay. Drake took out Missouri, so that's an 11 seed beating a 6 seed, which certainly feasible. All things considered, I believe Loyola Chicago was an 11 seed in 1918, which they went on that like magical run to make it to the Elite Eight or Final Four, I think. But it certainly was like incredible when they did that, right? And that's like one of the main reasons that people watch March Madness, right? You just like see these schools that that was certainly close. You kind of just like see these schools that no one has ever like really heard of until like the tournament starts, and that's freaking Sogaard. Oh my goodness, what a stop! To see them like rise to the occasion and like take out huge big name teams, right? Literally kind of like how Max Abmas with Oral Roberts. That is not good. Okay, no, we got him. We no longer have him. We no longer have him, folks. He's been let loose. He's been let out of his cage. This isn't good. What's going on? Figure something out. Please, Byron, let's poked away. Johansson. Sogaard. Okay. No, we're fine. We're good. Yeah, like how in, I believe it was 2 years ago, 2022, how Max Abmas led Oral Roberts to the Sweet 16, honestly, because they were a 15 seed. They took out number 2 Ohio State. I think that they might have beaten FAU, I want to say. The 7th seed, I think that they ran into, but that was like spectacular. And then actually no, they lost to FAU in the Sweet 16. So who was the 7th seed to beat that year? I completely forget, but my point still kind of stands. Like, love March Madness, like the stories that they bring, right? Like how, and just going back to this year's tournament, like how Arkansas took out Kansas, and I'm decently upset because one of my 3 brackets that I put in this year had Kansas winning it all, which, yeah, bad decision, all things considered, because Kansas really hasn't been the same in a while, you know, but it's still Kansas, and you obviously think that, like, oh, they've got, like, enough talent within their team, right, that they can certainly put together something spectacular, right? But no, Arkansas took out the 7 seed. Like, as soon as, like, these seedings become closer and closer, it's a thing of, like, oh, it's more of a coin flip, right? But you never do truly know, I suppose. Because, like I stated earlier, Robert Morris almost beat Alabama, a 2 seed. So anything truly is possible when it comes to these things. I think it was quite literally last year when San Diego State beat Iowa. No, when Iowa State beat San Diego State. I have no freaking clue what I'm talking about, apparently. Because I'm like slowly just losing a lot of the plot in my mind. But like, I believe that was a 5 versus a 7, right? And obviously it's not a thing of like one seeds are just going to win all the time and dominate over legitimately every single team they play. Like, obviously, unless your team name is Fairleigh Dickinson or UMBC, you're not going to be like a 16 seed and win. I mean, it still like kind of boggles my mind that like in the long history that March Madness has been a thing, or this college tournament has been a thing, but like up until 2018, no 16 seed, and I truly do mean no 16 seed, ever like was good enough or just had like a great run in like the freaking second half or something. They'll just put the Vestal line and come on. They'll just put them like barely above the freaking 1 seed, and like that just testifies a lot to like how good like these top tier college basketball programs are, right? Because like UMBC somehow managed to take out Virginia, which has been a powerhouse of college basketball for so long. I say that, and I don't believe Virginia's even in the tourney this year, right? But it's it's so odd to just kind of think about why can we not stop running into our own players in big moments? Why I'm trying to pass that one over to Bull Duke because I just know that we're going to lose puck possession, and we certainly did lose puck possession. That's a good stick from Regula though to almost retain it. Byram, that's a good block by Regula. Actually, we're getting every way in. Okay, so talk about the tournament. Talk about the tournament. Puck, what is going on? Please. No. Stop. Please, Cooley, puck out. Not what I meant to do. That's icing. Oh my god, dude. I'm struggling out here. Cooley, Lauco, and Waugh. So, still the third line. Getting out here. 2 shots in the second. Guys, get off the ice, please. I'm begging you. I'll hold it back here for as long as I freaking need. Get this puck up, Thomas. Oh, dear lord. Ragnarsson, Franco, low block your side, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, UMBC and Farley Dickinson, the only 16 seeds to beat a 1 seed in the tournament. Purdue and Virginia, the only 1 seeds to lose to a 16 seed in the tournament. On the flip side of it, like, that's very embarrassing, right? That also is embarrassing for Alexander Georgiev as we take the lead with 40 seconds to go. Second line guys, get it done. Oh my goodness, Murray with a goal that barely puts us ahead, but we're ahead with not a whole lot of time to go, and that's precisely where we need to be right now. How about it? Yeah, on the flip side, however, like, that's gotta be, like, so embarrassing, though. So you guys are, like, these 1 seeds are touted as, like, these world beaters and everything, of how it's gonna basically be a breeze when they play the 16 seed. It's basically a formality and all that. And then it's just a thing of you go out and basically throw up a goose egg and can't really get it done when it counts, you know? It's gotta be disheartening, right? How does, like, a team the next year, like the sophomores and the freshmen on that team, really just go as we're gonna ice that game with Luis Pisani, but, like, how do the sophomores and freshmen, like, that probably aren't going to declare immediately for the draft or whatever, just come up next season and be like, hey, we got this, we're gonna be good, we're gonna be fine. Like, you can't necessarily have, like, that exact mentality, right? Maybe that is kind of the reason why Virginia hasn't necessarily been this powerhouse of a school that they once were in recent memory, you know? But it's just a thought, I suppose, as they're going to pull the goaltender again. I'm going to certainly oblige them, as it's very fun to just see Georgiev rush right by, as it's like, no, we have possession of the puck, so what are you doing, Georgiev? But Krantz is going to get his 9th goal of the season right there. Little dig for absolutely no reason, and we are running away with it at the moment. The scoreline certainly shows that, but it's a much tighter game than one would think, and Matt Sogaard certainly freaking helped us along the way. Landeskog, 1 more save for the Madman, as the final score here in Colorado is 4-1 Thunder Bay over the Avalanche. Oh my goodness. How about it? From Vesalainen to Murray to Pisani to not even Landeskog. I just saw Landeskog on screen. To Grands. That's who scored the goal. I know who scored for my team. I don't. I clearly freaking don't. Grant's the only man with the 2.9 best line, and Murray, Pisani the goals, as I just said. Thomas, Kokkinen, and Gula, Phillips getting the assists, and Mads Sogaard with a 964 save percentage. He was on something this game, keeping us ahead with his fantastic play in between the pipes. That is precisely what you need out of a goaltender when you're coming up against the caliber of opponent of Colorado. hell of a game from the boys. So yet another win in the books for Thunder Bay, 32 on the season, still under 500, but only 4 points out of a playoff spot so far. That's exactly where you want to be if we are on the outside looking in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, if you did, feel free to like and subscribe, but I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. And I shall see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.